Alright, how's it looking, guys? Frame rate? How's the frame rate? Jeez, okay. Alright, whatever. Let's go in melee style. Fuck it. Oh, I didn't bring my melee weapon, that's right. Fuck. Well, no, hold on. Look at all those melee skills, I should be using them. Yes. Don't be you, be better.
Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
Okay, through the lobby and to the left. This place is not that big. Let's see, Rizzo's research and development, serving the Rizzo's family. Messages. From Department Reception, cleanup request. Hello, I'm sorry I haven't had the chance to get your name yet and update the terminal. When you have a moment, could you bring a mop to the lobby? Dr. Blossom seems to have had a rather rough night and spilled some coffee on the floor. Thank you. A weird wording. What in blessed corporate law is all that commotion down there? I don't believe the rocket fuel combination distillery mixture was scheduled for another week. Could someone please inform me as to what that racket is all about? You better have a damn good reason for interrupting my meeting with the administrator. I expect a full explanation and apology within the next 15 minutes, or people are going to start losing jobs. That's from Blossom herself. Name Mrs. Ruth Bellamy. Miss Ruth Bellamy. Stage name Halcyon Helen. Description lab tour. Name Administrator Ludovico. Product presentation. So we already knew she was here. That just confirms it.
How in the aether did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now? What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will. You do know that Halcyon Helen is a fictional character portrayed by the late actress Ruth Bellamy, yes? One can't be too sure with so many simpletons around in the day-to-day. Regardless, I am not at liberty to divulge such information with non-employees or personnel lacking security clearance level Spectrum Orange. Of course, if you were to say, contract your services to me, I suppose I could grant you clearance enough to answer your murder-related questions, Ms. Inspector. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab. Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab.
Sure.
Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two in them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't see any in the entryway.
And lose my life's work? You want me to just burn my lab and my entire future to the ground over one experiment that's gotten rather out of hand? No, I think not. We merely need to clean up the mess, so to speak. Reset the lab back to functional parameters.
Murder everybody.
Do researchers in this colony give a damn about human lives? Or does having a conscience make you unqualified for the job?
Staff can be replaced, you know. Research data? Now that's invaluable.
So true. Yes, people can be replaced. Stuff can't.
Oh no. They're quite unaware of their actions, I'm afraid. We're a research and development branch of Rizzo's, focused primarily on the Spectrum vodka line. But the specific research that goes on in this facility is utterly confidential. You understand?
Yes, I sure do understand.
So you've no qualms about snooping through my precious research files. But will you understand the data once you've acquired it? Essentially, we research new innovations for an array of Rizzo's products. My present troubles stem from one we've just developed. The product's potential for profit is nearly limitless. But I'm afraid explaining the science behind it would far exceed your capability for understanding.
Damn, I don't have 150.
Now, was there anything else? Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well. Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room.
These people don't deserve to die, Captain. Let's try using the sedative.
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
Okay, let's do it. Well, we'll sedatize them. Sedatize them. They put the ass in gelatinous. That's what I'm hearing.
That's awful. Wonder if this poor fella had a family.
Before Rizzo's was the confectionery juggernaut you know and love today, it was an above-average chemical waste management corporation. On one otherwise unremarkable day, an employee on the slurry-stirring shift leaned a little too far over a chemical vat, dropping a single purple berry that had been hidden in his jacket pocket. Instead of being immediately fired for his hazardous incompetence, the employee was given an ultimatum by his supervisor. Retrieve the fallen fruit and stay employed. The employee jumped into the vat, swam for the purple berry, and accidentally swallowed it. The rest is history. After he was pulled from the toxic waters, the stirrer stated that the chemical-coated purple berry hadn't been half bad before falling into a toxic coma, giving his superiors the idea to sterilize and adjust the chemical mixture for human consumption. Soon, the sour, sweet-coated purple berries were more or less edible, becoming Rizzo's first mass-marketed product, the Purple Berry Bunch. Oh, what a great story. What do we have here? Employee notifications terminal. Hello everyone, this is your friendly custodial staff offering a preemptive apology if the elevator hall is crowded with gas canisters. There are quite a few of them and only one of me, so I'm moving them in loads down to the utility room. Do be cautious. They're filled with a sedative potent enough to put a hungry mama Raptidon out cold. Thank you for your understanding. Dear esteemed colleagues, my team and I are all heading to the Grand Colonial's bar this evening for some drinking and fellowship. All real scientists are welcome to join us. You know, the ones that produce quantifiable data and theorems and don't spend their time jabbering over how this lighting on that bottle will increase customer sentiment. Cheers from some who understand that market researchers aren't real scientists. Team, as we continue our new round of research into product development, I am increasing the required safety gear for the lab workers involved. As some of you know, a few recent accidents involving subjects have left workers maimed, scarred, and one worker had their left hand permanently discolored to a shade of lime green. Rizzo's Research and Development District Labs is expected to continuously produce revolutionary advancements in the food and beverage industry. These measures will help us in further pursuit of that mission, Dr. Blossom. Well, hey, at least she gave him some safety gear, I guess. Guys? Guys? Hello? Where's my peeps at? Oh, hey guys. Man, you guys are good. You turned completely invisible. I don't know if this is a good way to do this.
Me? I'm
Nope.
pleased as pie. Oh yeah.
I presume I'm gonna have to go the long way around. Real sneaky like. Okay, so there was absolutely no reason. Okay, let's look at the map. We gotta get in there, the door's locked, which means we gotta go all the way around. So presumably we gotta go through here and around? Wrong button. I'm gonna save very frequently. I don't want to kill anybody. Let's be good people. Let's be good. Okay, so this is not gonna work. That's good to know. This top hat once belonged to Captain Phazon of Byzantium, last seen on Terran Monarch, standing much too close to the edge of a sulfur pit. This pungent accessory should serve as a reminder of the many terrible dangers found on Monarch, and a further example why no self-respecting Halcyonite should ever visit. Yeah, let's look at the map again. We need to get to these stairs. That's what's going to have to happen. So we go up the stairs and around. Oh shit. Maybe that's not gonna happen. Fuck me. Well, I don't know where to go now. Alright, okay. Oh shit.
Guessing they film all their advertisements here. You know, if this whole place came crashing down, it'll make the colony a better place.
Trying to sneak here, Felix. I appreciate the banter, but I'm a little busy. Okay, cross, down, down. Nobody saw a thing. We'll look at that afterwards.
That's a lot more Rizzos than I ever want to see in my life.
Nope, nobody saw a thing. Sneaky like.
high-pacing, delirious employees have ceased. So I presume the sedative works. Please return for consultation at once. And do remember, unauthorized access to confidential Rizzo's information is a capital offense.
Okay, well, I'm about to just ransack everything right now, so I'll see you soon. See you in like 15 minutes. New employee orientation. Welcome, insert name. We are happy to have you as the new mechanic/custodian at insert location. It's your responsibility to ensure your location of employment is tidy and works like a charm. Your duties include, but are not limited to, cleaning all surfaces, regular maintenance of all machinery, restocking employee break areas, maintenance of all electronic systems, keeping inventory of the location's operational items reserves, voluntary assistance for the lab's research as needed, maintaining thorough documentation for your possible successor. We know that sounds like a lot, but don't worry. Your predecessor has kept thorough documentation for your needs that you can find on this terminal. We hope you're excited to begin this most fulfilling career, and remember... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's Rizzo's. Here's what the last guy left. Training file corrupted. Please guess how to do your job to the best of your ability. First day. I've gotten 17 requests from the lab workers that I had to respond to, and also managed to find time to sweep, mop, and buff this whole place. I was hoping that the employee how-to document would be of help with some of these machines that I've never seen before in my life, but guess what? The asshole left it completely blank. Gas hookup. I've got a request from Dr. Blossom to hook up gas lines to some canisters that are mixed with a heavy sedative for dispersal in the lower labs. Luckily, I've got enough experience cleaning all that muck that builds up in the vents to get it all done in a couple of days. Still, I wonder what they're needing this for. I think they took the last of the Raptons out of the lab last week. I guess the pheromone flavoring results weren't as promising as they'd hoped. Jackpot. Since I read that stupid document, I've been hoping they'd ask me to volunteer for something, and here it is. I get to be a taste tester for the newest Spectrum flavor. I'm heading to the lab right after I fix the clog in the sewers. So exciting. You should know by now, dude, that volunteering in this world's never good. No experiment is ever good. Tactical Shotgun 3. Was that what I had before, or did I have 2? Oh, look. An assortment of adhesive notes. It appears whoever works here uses adhesive notes to stay organized. Sticky notes. Couple of more intelligible notes. Rockwell visit to do. Oh, Chairman Rockwell's visiting. Confiscate badges done. Reprint badges pending. Change maintenance locks pending new locks. Order new locks done. Reevaluate lockdown procedure. Update docking authority with new lockdown procedure. Intake bet over under weekly. 5 bottles 5, 6, 21 weapons 4. Interesting. Got the sticky notes for the bets. What else we got around here?
It's all on the wrist.
What's our other computer say? Product Innovation Lab. View lab notes. Trial K08 has produced moderate results. The zero-calorie sweetener produces 36% of the amount of dopamine compared to popular cigarette brands. It is possible that this is as far as we can go without introducing substances that would categorize this as a tobacco product, and we're already towing the line as is. I'm interested in a trial with a larger set of subjects. However, our lab's resources are getting cut thanks to the new lab that's begun across the hall. Maybe we can offer it to our colleagues in the marketing lab, show them a thing or two regarding proper science. Okay, so they're testing a zero-calorie sweetener that'll produce a dopamine hit similar to cigarettes to get people addicted. Cool. Lab resources. Dr. Blossom, I apologize, but I wouldn't be doing the team justice if I didn't question the budget cuts this lab has seen. We've had to shelve 3 products and we're losing 2 more researchers. Honestly, whatever's being developed in the lab across the hall better be more addictive than Adrenatime. Adrenatime. Dr. Blossom, I apologize for our team's outburst at the product presentation. I assure you we didn't intentionally mean to scream in terror and assume the fetal position when Spectrum Brown and its slogan were unveiled. It has to be something the marketing lab did. For law's sake, they aren't even real scientists. From Blossom to Department of Marketing, stop immediately. I am sending messages to both teams in the marketing and product labs. I do not know the extent of your squabbles, but they end here. If it weren't for the incredible projection Spectrum Brown shows, we'd all be out of work after that embarrassment of a presentation. I expect more from both departments, Dr. Blossom. And then there's about the commotion. You know more than others. Auntie relies on your discretion. Auntie Cleo? I thought this was a Rizzo's lab. Are Rizzo's and Auntie Cleo owned by the same conglomerate? Conglomeration? Could be. Where am I? Up here. We go an R&D note. Lewis, if I may say so, your marketing people are scary. Me and the other engineers are going to want 100 bits extra each to keep quiet about this. Anyway, the beds are hooked up with the equipment you requested. Should work fine. Sensing when those poor product bastards are in REM sleep. Once they are, the Spectrum Brown slogan plays on repeat at 1/4 of a decibel, with that recording of people being torn apart by canids on a loop in the background. Extreme morbid curiosity bids that I ask how exactly you procured a recording of so realistic a nature. Self-preservation, however, outpaces that. Just pay me so I can destroy my memories of this interaction with ample application of Spectrum. Signed, nobody of consequence. So these product people who think the marketing people aren't actual scientists waited till they went to sleep and then played the Spectrum Brown slogan while playing clips of people being torn apart by canids, so that when the presentation of Spectrum Brown came up and they heard the slogan for the first time in reality, they would all throw up and throw a fit and get scared and run away. Which is beautiful. Because they aren't real scientists, okay? They're just marketers. Here's the marketing research lab. Don't drink the coffee. I told Blossom we weren't crazy. Every single one of us began to have clinical insomnia, and she tells us it's because we drink too much coffee. Well, it is because of our coffee, or more so, what's in the coffee. I had the janitor swap out the coffee grinds an hour later than usual this morning, and what do you know? I've been asleep all day. Those jerks in product have been messing with our supply. Don't ask me how, I just know it. They think they're so smart because they know how molecules work. Well, they aren't the only ones that can create a chemical dependency. I've got a Pavlovian prank in place for the Spectrum Brown presentation that'll cause quite a show. Yes, it does. Dr. Blossom, we are thrilled to hear the news that Rizzo secured Halcyon Helen as a spokesperson for the new Spectrum product. Our data shows she has favorable dispositions in many key categories, including the coveted 18 to 34 regularly employed existential crisis demographic. We'd be happy to show her some of our product advertisement ideas. These are the same messages, asking what's going on. Okay, I already did those two. What's over here? Oh, a workbench. I don't know. Nothing special. Okay, this is about those goddamn slugs in people's necks. That's good. Our discovery. Finally finished our first set of experiments on those parasites we harvested from the infected would-be attraction animals, and the results have been... What the hell am I doing? Why am I taking this tone? Who's going to see this, aside from members of the research team? I barely need mention how beyond completely phenomenal today's find has been. Not only have we discovered why Harold, the system's status teacup canid, had his remarkable turnaround. Frankly, I'm amazed no one realized something was awry earlier. His cage was only about as large as he was. By the way, Myers, there goes your daily adrenal injections theory, buffoon. We've also found something that will make me... We've also found something that will find me to a vice presidential position in no time. Remind me to devote a bench commemorating the Rizzo Semi-Industrial Exploration Team for giving the lives to bring back the Eridanium gigasis from the Holy Caves. I'll also be certain to devote an even larger bench to myself for finding the birth site of the parasites and ordering experiments to start. I've already been in talks with management about ideas for products that could utilize the parasites' joy-intensifying hormones. It's amazing that Slug hasn't looked deeper into this. We may have had to cede them the land, but seemingly they haven't disturbed our research site, while their oversight is Rizzo's immense benefit. Great job, me. Signed, Dr. Blossom. Today's incident. I'm sure some of you are still shaken up by events earlier today, but the course of science never did run smooth. The benefits of our research are easily worth the potential risks associated. Garcia would most certainly agree if she were still alive. I've talked to Administrator Ludovico about setting up some additional security measures in case of another test subject breach. In the meantime, for the love of the architect, do not infect an individual test subject with more than one parasite. The frenetic joy will have to be enough, at least for now. I'm still looking into promotional means, but I think we'll find something soon. Some Rizzo's product engineers have discussed mass-producing the parasites and placing them in some kind of beverage to evenly distribute the joy-inducing hormones. Things still seem very promising. I look forward to the day when I can leave this backwater facility behind. Signed, Dr. Blossom. Gas and test subjects. Blossom requested, demanded, we help the engineering team produce a gas that would target the neural links of individuals infected by Eridanium gigaseus. Well, we did, and it was simple enough. Just isolated a particular cell type only found in the parasites and produced an enzyme that should shock them temporarily into stasis. But you better believe the second it came time to tell the administrator about it, she was the one who had developed the gas, and she was the one who was primarily working with engineering to get everything together. She takes credit for the initial finding, and even after Dr. Garcia's death, which was basically all Dr. Blossom's fault, she somehow still manages to find a way to spin things in her favor. Some of the other researchers were talking about altering the gas to not target the test subjects, but to target her, and for it not to render the target unconscious but dead. I wouldn't write this down, but I know Dr. Blossom doesn't read log entries that she didn't write. Tell you, their ideas are beginning to be more and more appealing. So Dr. Blossom's taking credit for the work, and she's also the one researching the slugs. At your earliest convenience, the slug lab requires your sanitation services for cadaver removal. There are 2 bodies present in the R&D labs, 1 scientist and 1 test subject. Send a team to move the personnel corpse to the incinerator. After this, please send a hazard team to dispose of the test subject. For highly classified reasons, the corpse can emit a certain chemical compound that are extremely dangerous if mishandled. Please don't skimp on the protective gear. We'd hate to have to hire a separate utility team to pick up your bodies. Okay, good day. This is another one about the noise. Do not use this jelly to make a sandwich. In fact, do not use this jelly at all. Where did that lead? Right here? Okay. That's the room we came out of. Alright, we didn't get to fully explore this because we were sneaking. This is like a lunchroom, break room. Some nice sissy chops. Where are those flies? Man, who wouldn't want to take a shit right here? I mean, look at that. That's privacy. That's privacy. And this is like a morgue. Free lunch equals best lunch. I remember that from the main game. Still spreading the word. Free lunch is the best. Alright. Let's go up the stairs at the end.
Just who in the... Oh my law. It's you. Wait. What do you think you are?
Awesome. Captain, we gotta hurry.
What the fuck? Wait, this just opened?
Somebody didn't want us talking to Dr. Blossom. You think it was Miss Helen's killer?
Yeah, I don't know who else it would be. File was successfully downloaded to external cartridge. So somebody downloaded something. Apologies for the late notice, but Mrs. Bellamy has requested a tour of the facilities while she is visiting Eridanos as Halcyon Helen. Please prepare for her arrival in the morning. From Ludovico. Well, Leora, you did it again. At long last, you located a bottle of Spectrum Black hidden in a crevice in a musty shelf space in the storage warehouse last night. That much closer to finally getting the Spectrum Gatling to work. And what happened? You got all the way back to the water tower before running into a group of primals, already diverting themselves with fruits of the fermented variety. One bad blackout later, and here you are, covered in primal vomit without the Spectrum Black. Get it together. Okay, that's weird. File deleted. Let's find the parasite findings. Tests involving the parasite Eridanium gigaseus, colloquially dubbed slugs, have produced astounding results. Even when compared against our most promising methods of producing a brain chemical dependency, the pheromone the Eridanium gigaseus secretes produces dopamine more efficiently than anything on record. Further tests will continue researching how much of the compound we can introduce to subjects and observe the effects. Despite our less than ideal presentation to administration, the product impressed for two main reasons as mentioned before. This product will produce that boozy, feel-good stimulus like no other, but more importantly, the pheromone makeup is completely unique, which means there are no regulations surrounding its classification. The idea of a completely addictive product with zero laws surrounding it would certainly justify any means.
We gotta hunt this killer down, boss. They're not gonna stop until we do.
I know, I want this gun, but
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
let's analyze.
Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
Oh, you don't say. You're sure you heard gunshots earlier, yet this victim's loss of blood is oddly minimal. After much thought, you're unable to deduce any further details. Although you distinctly remember hearing gunshots over the intercom, you don't see any bullet casings. Whoever Dr. Blossom confronted over the intercom, they dispatched her and all 4 of these scientists without much resistance, means they must be well trained. Some kind of sharpshooter or adventurer.
What do you think happened?
5 kills in and out before we could catch a glimpse of the culprit. Yeah, strange, I heard gunshots but don't see any casings.
Yeah, me neither. And that gunfire didn't sound like a plasma rifle.
No, it sounded like a regular gun. Huh. Can I get my hands on this? Collect all 8 variants of Spectrum vodka. All core systems operative. Weapon requires loaded Spectrum vodka array to be functional. Spectrum vodka is deposited 5 out of 8. The Gatling taunts me from behind its glass cage. The infernal void damage thing refuses to work, and I know the exact cause. It's me. Why am I wired like this? Why? Whenever I tried to fiddle with the internals, sober, I broke parts off, or connections failed to fire, or pieces stuck out of the casing and shorted out other components, so of course the solution was obvious. Get at least a little plastered prior to the work period, every work period. When I'm relaxed, my hands don't shake and it's much easier to see where things should fit, or how to bridge certain connections. The problem, of course, is that I also get artistic. Why should a weapon work with mechanics alone? Why shouldn't you have to say, slot 1 of every single fucking kind of Spectrum vodka into the thing before it will fire for the first time? I don't even know if it's tied to the weapon's internals or if it's some kind of lock, but it seems like it should fire and absolutely will not. I have to get 1 of every kind of Spectrum, including black. I can only hope the storage warehouse has had a recent shipment of the entire Spectrum, or all of this work will have been for nothing. I guess I have to be the dumbest genius this side of Halcyon. So is there a way to check which flavors I have deposited? Or is it just what I have in my inventory? There's Spectrum yellow. There's green. Brown. That's 3. Red, and I have black already. Guess I should keep that. It's the most expensive and rare one. Okay, so I got 5 flavors. I guess I should start picking up every
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Spectrum flavor I find. I need to pick up.
The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
I want it.
Timeline discrepancy detected. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Oh, gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is... This is Dr. Blossom. Eridanium gigaseous slug research report 1. Subject, a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some Spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the Spectrum lock done.
Alright, so she's a great scientist. Well respected in the community. Ooh. Okay, let's see. What does it say now? Okay, okay, it does tell me on here. Okay. I didn't see anything else in here. I gotta backtrack, I guess.
Timeline discrepancy. Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here, mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Looks like a standard ventilation shaft to me. Somebody around my size could have crawled in. Wouldn't have been comfortable or, you know, clean. Ventilation shafts usually turn into sprat nests.
There's a cut wire in the box. Somebody wanted the power cut to something. But you're not quite sure to what.
See that red wire? Whoever cut that wire was trying to disrupt the circuit. They could have sealed the lab doors temporarily. At least until the failsafes kicked in.
Is that why the door opened later for me? Alright, let's check out the office. Hydrogen peroxide. Violet, huh? Okay, I guess that's all I was looking for. Everything else is trash. Straight up trash. Computer doesn't even work. I really want that gun, though.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time.
God damn it.
Releasing the mosquitoes. For pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
What is that sound? And why am I sure we're about to find out?
We're running. We're running.
Jackass is incoming!
We're running. We already know that we gotta go over here and push the override key button or whatever.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
What?
I have no idea what these are. Looks like we're doing this!
No, no, no. Where's the button? Fuck.
Guys, all right?
That
You
hat
know
hurts.
that mosquitoes will persistently chase an opponent for miles on end? At Rizzo's, we value the dogged work ethic these noble insects display.
Somebody activated this bullshit. This multi-purpose tool would be nondescript anywhere else, but there's something strange about it.
Tool is comprised of 99% plastic, 0.5% steel, and 0.5% carbonated sugary beverage. Trace amounts of kerosene, alcohol, hydrazine, and liquid hydrogen also detected.
The casing is pockmarked and scratched. It's well used. You also notice an inch-long steel panel haphazardly nailed to its side. You collect a nearby rod of metal and, sliding underneath the panel, push it down until the panel comes free. As it falls away, you see that was hiding a slug logo.
Find anything, boss?
Slug multi-tool. It's likely that whoever released the wasp-mosquitoes was a slug employee.
Or maybe they were close to somebody who was a slug employee.
You think it could be dissidents? Or some type of rival company?
I don't know.
Nicely done.
Pollinization cycle cancelled.
Outside of the hive, the pollinization cycle is concluded. Unsealing all orchards gates. Surviving workers may now return to your stations.
Nice try, mysterious adversary. It's gonna take a lot more than a swarm of horrible insects to stop us.
Let's check the recent activity. Pollinization cycle initiated at the order of authorized user. Warning: the system has been illegally accessed by a person or persons not employed by the Rizzo's Corporation. Brute force to trigger an unscheduled pollinization cycle was used to override this device's protocols. Okay, so it's not a Rizzo employee. Hilda: generally when two co-workers get blasted out of their minds on Spectrum vodka, and one of them makes a joke about how wild it would be if someone put wasps and mosquitoes together, he doesn't wake up the next day with a promotion and a couple 100,000 rabid insects on his back porch. I can appreciate a good joke as much as the next guy, but I got a message earlier today about making sure I increase quarterly yields, and it wasn't from you. If you wanted to, I don't know, bail me out sooner rather than later, I'd be most obliged. Hilda: to put it bluntly, this place is one bad key press away from total disaster. Earlier today, I accidentally selected the Begin Pollinization Cycle function on this terminal. The cycle just activated. No password protection, no confirmation message, nothing. As it so happened, there was a scheduled tour making its way through the orchards at about that moment. Somehow, that idiot groundkeeper's exterminator mechanicals got activated, giving the Wasquito something to sing that wasn't the tour group. Those people barely got away with their lives, and I don't think we'll be so lucky next time. My supervisor has apparently scheduled me for some kind of standard medical treatment, but when I come back, I better have a message from you apologizing for not responding to my messages and containing an immediate transfer to somewhere that isn't here. I've had enough. Signed, Morris. Hilda: I've reread my last message to you, and I feel I owe you the deepest and most heartfelt of apologies. I have been such an entitled bore since I received this promotion. In reality, I should have been thanking you. To oversee the day-to-day coming and going of creatures as majestic as these wasp-mosquitoes is a great honor. Congratulations on your promotion, by the way. I would have thought I'd be mad, especially considering how central my wasp-mosquitoes were to your new position, but since that treatment I found it difficult to stay mad about much of anything. I hope you enjoy Byzantium. Regards, Morris Chen. So he got slugged. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? I can't get another perk on anything, so... I can get one more perk, and I think I'll get the, plus 100 carry capacity. All in a day's work. Goddamn map. Don't do this to me. Okay, well, we gotta see what the hell that is. Oh, isn't that the spaceport? Yeah, I've already been to this goddamn spaceport, haven't I?
Don't mess with us.
Oh, is this a different spaceport? No, this is the same one. Right? I honestly can't tell if this is different or if I've been here before. Well, I need to get back to the nut hut to ask about the Rizzos. Howdy, partner.
Welcome to the Nut Hut, the only place you can get Rizzo's ground-up, pound-up fruit drinks, made with mostly berries and twigs. Now I'd love to get you something, maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Have you sold any Spectrum from the storage warehouse shipment?
Wow, what a strange question. I'm much too delighted to be suspicious. I sold lower-level Spectrums to workers from RR&DD Labs, Hive Control, and the Conservatory. Jacob's predecessor also splurged briefly on a bottle beyond his pay grade, and Black Hole Birdie bought my most expensive Spectrum when he visited. I wish he'd bought more. Oh, if you're looking for your own Spectrum, remember that you can always buy from the Nut Hut or the Grand Colonial Bar, so long as you have the bits to back up your taste.
Let's see, what flavors do you have? Do I have orange? I don't know if I had orange. I guess I did. Yeah, didn't I get the black from stealing from that guy? So I wonder if they're all in this orchard. We'll find out later. Come on. Formerly known as Non-Incorporated Area 17, the blah 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 blah.
We should try to solve the puzzle hedges in the orchards. The prize is supposed to be something.
Oh yeah, I never went to the puzzle hedges. Nursery storage, R&D labs. Where's the puzzle hedge? Oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. I can't fucking pick one. It just will not lock onto one. Wow, that's not cool. That's the conservatory, right? So is this the puzzle hedges? No, this is the... where that console was. Yes, you. Didn't I steal the black from you? I think I did. And this is like the storage area. Oh, she's right here. God damn.
I got a message from my boss, and it wasn't pack your bags and get the hell off the planetoid. I get the funny feeling I've got you to thank for that.
That's right.
Mr. Hathaway said he knew about all my screw-ups across the orchards. I was afeared he was readying the axe, but instead he said I could still work here with his supervision. He sounded ready to blow a blood vessel or two, so I guess I'll have to really earn my keep now. Thanks for sticking your neck out for me. You and Eridanos won't regret it.
I hope
I'm just
so.
so amazed that things ended up working out. I don't care what Mr. Hathaway says. The orchards aren't so bad.
Okay, so where the hell is the fucking hedge maze? Purpleberry puzzle hedges up here. Okay, oh, here they are.
I'm guessing we can't just cut a path right through this maze, right? Nah, of course not.
Welcome to the Rizzo's Purpleberry Puzzle Hedges, trademark. Grown on top of Industrial Sludge Pit 27C, these unusually tall purpleberry trees have grown lush, luxuriant foliage and are literally bursting with extra specially piquant purpleberries. As you wander through our winding maze, feel free to try a fresh purpleberry right from a branch. Maybe you'll discover our next new flavor. Limit 1 berry per customer. Do not try any purpleberries outside of the puzzle hedges. Some visitors have speculated as to the presence of a treasure at the end of the maze. While Rizzo's has placed nothing like this in the puzzle hedges, we still encourage you to explore to your heart's content. Should you experience dizziness, faintness, or simply get lost among the hedgerows during your exploration, please do not try to contact Rizzo's personnel. Simply shelter in place and rescue will arrive within 72 hours, guaranteed, excepting unplanned shutdowns and any other times deemed inconvenient by management.
Alright. Hello, lawyer.
I've already told you 6 times, and I'll tell you 6 more. I don't want a fucking tour! You can badger me all you want. I don't care if I'm from Forest Mills. I'm here as an individual, and I have just as much right to be here as any other visitor. You're welcome to bring a lawyer if you really want to try to force me out, but I can guarantee you that I will bury them. Don't play dumb with me. How many of you fools have I spoken to by this point? 7? 17? Wait a moment. You have all your teeth. You're not soaked in filth, and you don't look quite as slack-jawed as the regular Rizzo's staff. Are you not with Rizzo's?
That's correct, I'm not, no.
Between the lockdown and the fiasco at the Grand Colonial, there are more interesting places for the average colonist to be, which leads me to believe you're no average colonist. Regardless, please inform me if you'd be interested in a job. I've spent enough time out here that I'm starting to itch. I do not enjoy itching. I'm sure you have questions.
Mm-hmm.
I do indeed. Specifically, I'm their general counsel. Forest Mills, if you somehow don't know, owns Tile, Wentworth, Dock Rocket, and 24/7 Furniture. We're something of a big deal. When the going gets tough, the lawyers start going. Some farther than others. I've been a junior lawyer for coming up on 20 years now. And quite frankly, I'm getting old. Hopefully, there will be enough legal kindling out here to fuel my firm for a while longer. And if I find that kindling, I stand to finally get my raise. I did. You see, Rizzo's has been advertising a contest in the puzzle hedges. Whoever gets to the center first gets a bottle of the first Spectrum ever made, the Spectrum Original. My interest, however, lies with the associated promise, the chance to attend the Spectrum Brown unveiling and meet Halcyon Helen.
So she's dead.
Indeed, you are a savvy one. Rizzo's can no longer make good on their promise, which means this entire contest is one big fraud case. All I need is a single piece of evidence. With the Spectrum Original bottle, which is located in the center of the puzzle hedges, I will have all I need to sue Rizzo's for all they're worth. That's where you come in.
And why would Rizzo's give one of their original products away for free?
I don't know if you know this, but Rizzo's is on the outs. They're losing power and losing money. This was no doubt a desperate bid to regain some lost clout. That, or their marketing team is particularly spiteful. You know the saying, I'm sure. Why work for a promotion when sabotage takes half the time and a quarter of the effort?
I know the saying, for sure.
Technically, I sue not on behalf of Forest Mills, but for my own benefit. In arbitration, it might be difficult to argue that this contest is designed to slight Forest Mills. However, as it so happens, if my lawsuit takes a chunk out of their savings, then I can collect while also damaging their capital. It's a mutual win. I make millions, Rizzo's fall further from the board's good graces, and Forest Mills products look that much more valuable compared to Rizzo's trash. Navigating the maze is normally no easy task. Rizzo's has no interest in giving their property, however old, away for free.
No easy task, huh? We'll just see about that.
I'm glad you're feeling confident, but this maze is deadly by design. And if that weren't enough, Zimmerman and Navarre don't want anyone sneaking away with their prize. The place is mined and rife with murderous mechanicals. Two buffoons, but persistent buffoons. There's that woman from Glacial Age who has perhaps never had an original idea in her life and hopes to pass the original off as her own. Then there's Navarre, who is strange. I suggested I give her the original after my lawsuit if we worked together, but she wouldn't hear of it. It must be hers alone, it seems.
Alright.
Well, don't consider my offer too long. Ah, finally! Where have you been all my life, my darling? You and I will make quite a team, won't we? Your pay, good freelancer. I shall win this case in your honor.
I mean, I guess I did have the Spectrum Black, right? That's what he wanted. So does that affect my... it's still on there.
Forest Mills thanks you for handing the original over, as do I. Perhaps this suit will finally be enough to wrest Rizzo's grasp from Eridanos.
Thanks for the money, buddy. We're still going through this maze, though. Hello, Emily, the entrepreneur Zimmerman.
Seems all my bumbling around this maze was for naught. Someone else got what I was after. But at the moment, I'm more worried about finding a way out.
Well, you're literally right around the corner. Goddamn concussion. Really? This weapon's already needs to be repaired? Should have got the goddamn durability thing.
All right, hushing up.
God damn it. Puzzle Hedges log. The treasure must be near. I can almost smell it. Well, I could, if I had any sensation in my nose or mouth. I have been eating purple berries for the last day, and thought at first they were pleasant. Lately it's been harder to work my jaw to chew them. 6 of us entered this maze under the pretense of a friendly hunt for the maze's secret, but only a fool would take that at face value. Carter got us lost in only a few hours, and when Sydney and the others became abrasive, I decided to be proactive. Fewer people to split the reward with. Before I shot him, Carter claimed that it wasn't worth it, that the treasure could be shared. He must have been desperate indeed if he thought I would fall for the same trick twice. Whatever the case, I'm sure I'll be up and searching again. I will find the treasure, or I'll die trying. See, and that one's in a spot I guarantee I'm gonna get. Okay, I didn't get the concussion that time. Good.
Hey, boss, watch this.
Uh-oh, there's assholes coming after us. Is this the center? No. Huh. So how am I supposed to know if I made it to the center? God damn it, I'm back at you guys. Oh, am I supposed to get to that?
Well, we made it. And I'm not seeing a giant stockpile of Rizzo's Purpleberry bunch. So, I'm pretty disappointed right now.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis. Ground appears to be scattered with purpleberry seedlings. This particular strain is of a variety proprietary to Rizzo's and should not be in common use.
Some seedlings half buried in the dirt. As you turn it over, property of Carter Reynolds, botanist. That's who I stole the black from, right? Congratulations, Explorer. You've reached the center of the Purpleberry puzzle hedges. This certificate entitles you to a 5% discount on certain Rizzo's products at select Rizzo's vending machines. Note that promise of discount is non-binding. Any failure to find Rizzo's vending machines accepting said discount are the responsibility of the holder, not the Rizzo's Corporation. Any attempt to force a discount or dispute the grounds of this certificate discount will be prosecuted to the full extent of lethal force. You found your way to the center of the Purpleberry puzzle hedges and have earned this one-of-a-kind boon, the right to look upon a one-of-a-kind Rizzo's product free of charge. We encourage you to wonder at what the original Spectrum flavor might taste like as you keep at least 3 feet away from the display case at all times. Yep, that's the end of that. But I got Captain Robin's spine. Yeah, I'll take it. Now how the fuck do I get out of here? Can I just travel out of here? Yes, I can. Nope. Okay, what do I have? Main quests. Oh, I gotta do this side quest.
To the lobby we go!
How the hell do I get down below me?
You've returned. Hope you're finding the hotel to your liking. Now, what can I lend a hand with?
How do I get downstairs? Okay, never mind, you're not helpful. Those stairs right there? Yep, I think this is it. The Grand Colonial Service Hotel elevator is out of order and will be for the foreseeable future. Please use the stairs to transport all equipment to and from the employees' quarters until further notice. Additional liniments will be dispensed for those whose back pain becomes too severe to continue providing the impeccable service our hotel is known for. Oh, it's a kitchen. I never even noticed.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%.
Is this normal?
Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
Goddamn shirkers.
Searching Slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees.
Alright, let's turn it on.
You sure that's a good idea?
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
Terribly sorry, but I can't chat just now. Someone on the second VIP level just ordered 15 canid meat pies, and if I don't get to it now, it'll be my head. I understand your devotion to your job, really I do. And I hope you'll understand mine. Things might change if you had something very particular to talk to me about, but I'm afraid I'm just too busy to talk right now. I'd be delighted to chat with you later. I'm so behind. I'm sorry, I still can't talk idly right now. Come back if you have something very important you need to discuss.
Okay, I'll come back when I have something very important to discuss. Thanks, video game.
No, I'm sorry. We don't serve any drinks with those tiny umbrellas.
For shame. Oh, there's an exit to the outside right here, huh? Interesting.
Something mighty strange went on earlier.
What happened? Norval get his cap stuck in the toilet again?
Not today. I was carrying a bag up to the second VIP guest floor earlier. Even for our guests, it was spectacularly heavy.
Wow, exciting.
I wasn't finished. I took a bad step and dropped it. Know what spilled out? Rocks. Whoever owned it was just making me carry it around for fun.
Well, that is just very nice of them, isn't it? Oh, this is all stealing, you fuckers. Congratulations, employee and/or addressee. You have been rewarded 1 free tour of the Rizzo's distillation and libation station as a reward for logging at least 10,000 hours of service to the Rizzo's family. As you take your first sip of your choice of Rizzo Spectrum vodka, remember to take a moment to experience gratitude. Attention, the Grand Colonial Hotel is seeking a new volunteer engineer. Skills include elevator maintenance, electrical engineering, civil engineering, computer engineering, quantum engineering, knowing when to keep problems to oneself. The employee who accepts this position will be expected to carry out their existing duties at the hotel for no additional payment. Talk to your supervisor if you're interested during your 15-minute break, and don't forget, with more hours logged each week, the closer you get to winning the free tour. Genius. So just pick up more work for no additional pay.
How the hell could I not have heard about it? We couldn't even leave our rooms earlier while security was sweeping for evidence.
Well, maybe you were asleep?
Since management started issuing mandatory caffeinoid supplements, I haven't been able to sleep. It's making it hard to tolerate small talk.
Sublight Underground...
I hope you catch the killer soon, Inspector. I don't want to see the Grand Colonial shut down.
That's the elevator out of order notice.
I was a few minutes late with room service earlier. For today, guessed I was trying to...
Get in here, guys, so I can steal. A key to a room in the employees' quarters. Okay, yes, give me. I love going in employees' quarters.
Great work.
You have a name, Bellhop Sullivan. What is that?
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you. Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
I thought that was a robot.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad to meet you too. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything. Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often.
Sure.
Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome, too. His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station. Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off?
That's absolutely what happened, you're right.
Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
Okay.
Get anything good for lunch?
Any kind of Spectrum vodka in here I may have not seen before?
Oh, oh my law! There's a wasquito in my sandwich.
Whoa, are you alright? You get stung?
Nah, I noticed it before I bit into it. It's dead, thankfully. Still, though, that was... Why are you looking at me like that?
I mean, are you gonna eat the wasquito or not? If not, I mean, I finished my spread. Just saying.
Yikes.
Wow! I haven't felt this great in ages. I wonder what happened.
Nope, nothing that interesting. Or out of order notice. Please excuse our mess. We're working hard to remove all the valuable treasures our valued guests have misplaced into our pipes. Per usual, items recovered from the sewage inhaler will be auctioned off at the start of the month to employees of the Grand Colonial Hotel. Note that sanitation materials will be auctioned off as well. Happy hunting. I hear a lot of sprats moving around, but I don't see them.
Can't imagine what it must be like, living down here like sprats on a wall.
Okay, we got 3 rows. What's on the left, though? Engineering terminal. Welcome, Armots. Success. Engineer's note. You have access to Bob Mott's personal minimal door effect control protocol. If you're reading this message and you are not Bob Mott's, exit this console immediately and do not enter my personal quarters. Okay, well, I'm gonna unlock it. To Armots. Robert, this is to inform you that tampering with hotel property is unacceptable. You are not authorized to repair the malfunctioning time clock. I know you were eager to avail yourselves of Rizzo's free tour in exchange for 10,000 hours on the clock. but you've forgotten where your loyalties lie. By accepting that free tour, you would have unwittingly agreed to become a part of the Rizzo's family. You're Slug, not Rizzo's, or rather you were Slug. I'm disappointed in you, Robert. Consider this message your termination notice effective upon receipt. Yikes. His was C2, so it should be down there. The Spectacular and Thrilling Adventures of Alan Norville and Halcyon Helen, Chapter 45 out of 137. And because the ever-resolute bellhop... Oh, this is his fan fiction of the bellhop, Alan Norville, had brought his automatic Spacer's Choice auto pistol, now with added explosive ammo, which he held in his big muscular hands. The gigantic horde of rabid canids was all dead. Halcyon Helen, looking very beautiful as always, with her beautiful eyes and lips and nice shoes, she quickly grabbed Lord Bellhop Alan Norville's hand. Oh, thank you so much, Alan. Or Elaine. I'm gonna say Alan. She sighed slowly, batting her beautiful eyes at him also slowly. You are the best partner I have ever teamed up with. You are so big and strong and good at shooting. I wish I had you with me from day one. Then maybe I would have not have had so many dead sidekicks. It ain't no big deal, Purpleberry Cakes, chuckled Lord Bellhop Alan Norville, as he took a puff from his cigarette and blew the smoke from his barrel of his Spacer's Choice auto pistol at the same time. I am just a wandering assassin. Being good at shooting stuff is only because I am part of my job. Yes, you are, and you are so handsome, sighed the beautiful Helen. Thank you, chuckled Lord Bellhop Alan Norville. Just then, they started to go for a kiss, but wait, just as the romance was about to happen, suddenly a hand grabbed Alan's leg. Helen screams, It is me, the dissonant lord. I am here to get you, and take your bits and give them to everyone else for free, screams the dissonant lord as the villain begins to crawl out of the dirt. His zombie army was also crawling to the surface behind him as well. I guess there's only one thing to do, sneered the heroic Lord Bellhop as he took a big Hammersmith flamethrower out of his back pocket that he had been keeping secret for just this occasion. Time to make some dissident steaks. I don't want to rob you, bro. You can keep all of this. Ooh. Aw, damn. He's got a frickin' knockoff. The hell is this? Work IDs of Helen's sidekicks. This pile of cartridges contains the IDs of Halcyon Helen's sidekicks who were killed, mortally wounded, mulched, melted, torn to ribbons, decapitated, or turned into mechanicals in the line of duty, or otherwise identified post-mortem. Typhon Tim, Olympus Opal, Terra 2 Terry, Sparks the Wonder Canid, Burbage's 1900 through 1999, Bolt Vanderhuge, Eridanos Eve, Inconsequential Groundbreaker, Maintenance Worker number 13B9, Caleb, Bison the Broker with 4 broken limbs, Halifax, the entire 26th season of the Tilebackers, IDs blackened by beyond individual recognition, Stakeout Steve and Dirk Tenderly. I don't know why I automatically went to Dick Tenderly.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
What? I thought I had the keycard. I don't have the keycard? Oh, fuck me.
In room A3, please. Someone come help me.
Okay, how do I get you out of there?
Please, just open the door. I'm not sure how much longer I'll make it.
Is that you? To whom it may concern, please consider this note a service request to fix A3's faulty door. I deeply apologize for not following proper protocols with this informal request, but my terminal is broken. Too broken to submit a service request form to fix it. I normally would never thumb my nose at our standard operating procedures, but I've been stuck in my room for several days now, and I believe I will likely starve to death quite soon. Well, I hope to hear from someone soon in regards to processing this urgent request. Thank you. Trace amounts of sprat saliva on this current stump, former arm, indicate the starving bellhop fed the starving creatures with her flesh. It's the same she was unwilling to eat herself first. Yikes. Burst ambulation cap. Movement speed during tactical time dilation plus 110%.
I'm trapped in room A3. Please, someone come help me. I'm feeling weak. Please just open the door. And I'm not sure how much longer I'll make it. The door's stuck. And I know I need to write a service request, but I can't get it under the door. Is anyone there?
Okay, I gotta say, it's pretty easy to jump out of this back area, so I'm not sure what happened to you. Exactly. Unless that happened later. But they just didn't remove your body for some reason? I guess. I don't know what happened to her. It seems like a bad situation for everybody. Dear Diary, my new living quarters are real swell, but I'm having trouble getting to sleep every night. Management kindly offered to board me up in the hallway while they commandeer my room for Spectrum launch storage. Since then, I swear I've been seeing things. Now I'm sure it's due to a lack of sleep on account of the darned leaky pipe above my bed, but last night I saw something like a giant worm slither past me. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm entirely grateful over all the space I now have, but I have to find a way to get some rest before I go completely mad.
Don't mess with the best.
That's right. Thunderclap, huh? This wall panel has been removed. Judging by the scorch marks on the side and the blowtorch abandoned on the floor, its removal does not conform to company guidelines. Oh, so they're sharing a room here? Or somebody, they snuck in to get to steal the Spectrum Brown. Yes, they snuck in to steal the Spectrum. Okay. Well, good on them, I guess.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This collection of frozen food has not been restocked in some time. Many of these items are not available in the Grand Colonial, and must have been brought in from outside. The fridge was transported here from one of the guest bedrooms upstairs.
Nice. Well, good on them. Steal. I have eaten the purple berries which were in the refrigerator and which we're probably saving for breakfast. They were awful. Nice wig. Oh, he's got a sweet dartboard.
You're fast.
Alright, C2 is the one I unlocked with the thing, so hopefully it's got something interesting. Okay, well, there's a dead guy. In like a whole other area. To whom it may or may not concern, I don't understand why I deserve to be terminated. I was your engineer, I fixed things. Your time clock was malfunctioning. You were logging 1 hour for every 10 I put in. How is that fair? And yeah, I admit it. I wanted that free tour of the distillery. I put in my 10,000 hours, and I deserve to wet my throat with a little Spectrum Violet. I didn't know accepting that free tour meant I'd join the Rizzo's family. You know I can't read fine print ever since that welding accident. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Catch a freighter back to the Groundbreaker? Sublight won't pick me up, so I guess that means I'm going to go talk to Mr. Ludovico hat in hand and beg him to employ me. Sorry, I take that back. I won't have my hat in hand. I turned that in with the rest of my personals. It was a stupid hat anyway. Signed, Mott's. Oh shit, it's a sprout of unusual size. Are you unfriendly? Oh, you seem pretty friendly. Okay, that was C3. So what is this? Oh, it's a bathroom. Yeah, why not? Steal your prized possession. Fuck it. Probably shouldn't fuck around with him. He looks pretty strong.
You're going down.
Oh shit, is he doing N-ray damage? You big bitch.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
God damn it. There's somebody in there too.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yes, I know, but it's inside.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I don't know why I don't have the key card. That sucks.
Of course the hotel don't give their workers a decent living. Why would they? That'd be, you know, decent.
Hello there, my inordinately... Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Penthouse, please.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Hey, Cap. Looks like they finally sent someone to clean up Helen's mess. At least I hope that's what he's here for.
Oh, sweet
Oh,
Johnny.
God.
Wow, where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just get back in character. Whoa, 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 it's not what it looks like. Easy, friend. No need to get violent. There are as many reasons to spare my life as there are flavors in Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. I'll give you 2 reasons. First, I am a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Enterprise. And secondly, I'm just here doing a job for a VIP. Mascot's honor.
Yes, and what kind of job?
I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Birdie sent me to retrieve a message. Something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter. It's extremely difficult for me to tell you no. In fact, I'm experiencing enormous mental anguish right now. Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you everything I know about Ms. Bellamy's demise. What? But I can't? Please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I can't. Not here. I'm sorry. The Pilot House complex. Meet me there, and I'll tell you everything, I swear.
Okay. Is that the same meeting for this one? Hmm.
The longer we stay here, the more I can feel my mind soften.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasp-ketos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production.
Yeah.
The orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything? You have my attention. That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
Yes.
Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention. Insisted. That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions. Little of consequence. We'd tour the grounds, pause at some locations appropriate for a portrait, let her shake hands with our scientists. Public relations. A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchards. I'll have to make a note of this information. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else? That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
Can't steal that much data without an expensive cartridge. Our thief had resources.
A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with. Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else? This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now. Why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in your room? I'm afraid I don't understand. Is this the lead-up to a joke? Please don't call me Lou. I don't know why there was a mascot in your room. The Grand Colonial doesn't offer that kind of room service, I think. Cedric has a security problem in this hotel, but your point is well taken. In any case, let me apologize for this unfortunate business. I'm sure this mascot meant no harm. Was there anything else?
Probably shouldn't have brought up the mascot, because now it's going to be a problem. That was my fault.
To the lobby we go!
Right? Would she be in the lobby? Yeah. No, I guess not. Oh wait, no, this is what I want. Oh hey, it's the medical center. Welcome, Dr. Winifred Goodnight. This is an automated reminder to make sure you clean the blood off your instruments. Cause of death, plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, occipital bone, and cerebellum. An autopsy report on Ruth Bellamy, formerly Halcyon Helen. Could this be the apex of my profession? Bellamy's corpse shows severed evidence of several possible causes of death, but I've determined the killing blow was plasma damage to her upper vertebrae, occipital bone, and cerebellum. Death was instantaneous and painless. Frankly, her death may have come as a relief. She was unwell prior to the attack. High concentrations of poison compounds in her stomach, ingested during her last meal. Not lethal, but uncomfortable in the extreme. Spencer Woolrich complained of similar stomach ailments. Is this a problem common to professional actors? Another day, another case that bores me to drink. The ill-fated Byzantine of the hour thought it prudent to gorge himself on enough purpleberry wine to incapacitate a primal. He then attempted to reach the lobby by stairs rather than elevator and fell down 6 flights. Automechanical servants broke his fall. He broke their servo mechanisms and will be billed accordingly. Fractures in the left clavicle, right femur, parietal bones, ribs, more injuries than brain cells. I recommend replacing the purpleberry wine with Spectrum Violet in order to appease Rizzo's company policy. Finally, something a little different from the norm. Miss Hahn came in here early today, escorted by her sister. Apparently, not long after arriving on Eridanos, the two of them went on a trip through the purpleberry orchards. Miss Hahn's sister visited the puzzle hedges, but quickly became lost. When she eventually made her way out, Miss Hahn was nowhere to be found. The sister claims that Miss Hahn returned to their hotel room several hours later, but has been unusual ever since. Her sister described the patient as formerly sullen, morose, phlegmatic, and given to melancholia. Her demeanor has transformed into an unpleasant degree of levity and shocking enthusiasm towards everything. I suggested vast quantities of cheap alcohol.
I'm going.
I'll be right there.
These are replacement modules of the discrepancy amplifier fitted with backups of its logic module. A label reads, in case of careless inspector. Well, I'm sorry I already read your autopsy, but let's have a chat.
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report. Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure. The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin. Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food.
When we were talking, you called her Ruth Bellamy, not Halcyon Helen.
Oh, how curious. I do believe you're right. I wonder if this has something to do with the autopsy process. She was Halcyon Helen up until the moment I brought her to the operating table. But as soon as I cut her open, I stopped thinking of her as Halcyon Helen. It's almost as if she stopped being an icon and became a human being. You're a freelancer of some repute. Surely you're no stranger to seeing the interior organs of a human being. Although, I suspect you do most of your work with a gun and not a scalpel. I do keep logs of every patient I treat. Despite appearances, I'm not merely a coroner. I'm also the Grand Colonial's only, and therefore greatest, doctor. I'm very pleased with my work. Cedric Kincannon is an outstanding employer. What I'm about to tell you, do me a favor and keep this between us.
Okay.
I'd much rather work for Slug than Rizzo's. Rizzo's makes a great show about the happiness of its workers, but I think it's all rather artificial. I'm paid well. I work hard. I'm given respect and a reasonable degree of freedom. Cedric Kincannon runs a tight ship. Most of us enjoy working for Slug. Will there be anything else?
No, fair enough.
Inspector.
That's kind of disturbing. Okay. Kind of want to do this one before I talk to Spencer again. Oh, is the Spectrum Brown supposed to have the slug in the bottle? Is that what it is? Wow, I feel pretty stupid right now. Yo, that's just stupid right now. Spaceport, pilot house, distillation, wilderness. I don't even know if they'll let me over here though.
Here they come!
I'm ready for this.
Well, this seems bad.
No one bring me down.
We're the future of sublight. Just you wait and see.
Non-slug personnel aren't permitted on the pilot house. Can I help you with something?
Yes, I'd like to go to the pilot house.
Sure. He in trouble or something? Well, shit. What happened? Is he alright? I just had a shift with Evan at the Purpleberry Orchards, kind of. We were supposed to haul some crates, but he was drunk when I got there. I took him to room 82 under the hotel so we could sleep it off. Guess he was drunker than I thought if he didn't show for work.
Interesting.
I'd appreciate it if you did. I'd like to know he's okay.
You got the key?
Inspector.
I need the key.
Staying out of sight.
I can't actually check up on him. And can I cross now?
Hey, Inspector.
I guess I can.
Can't imagine where you misplaced your old pair.
Royce hit.
Everyone all right?
If you lose anything else, it's good to know we can purchase a replacement here.
Ooh, what do we got? Shampoo?
Hey, you. Come take a look.
Don't mind if I do.
Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Spare cufflink? Single earring? You want it, I've got it. Me? Oh, sure. Terrific. Never better. And as soon as I pay off my docking fines, I'll be back on my feet and in my ship. So it turns out Slug has some pretty strict rules on vehicle docking, and I may have broken a few of them. Who'd think Slug would be so strict? Let's see. There's docking without prior authorization, double docking, docking into adjacent vessels, docking while under the influence of alcohol, docking while under the influence of caffeinoids, and loitering. And that reminds me that I've got delinquency fees accruing on top of the original docking fines. Which is why I'm hoping you'll purchase my fine wares. Junk? My friend, this is not junk. These are people's prized possessions. Priceless personal effects, beloved souvenirs and knickknacks. Huh? Oh, well, some of the guests left this stuff behind. I would certainly not admit to that even if it were true. Take a look for yourself.
Alright, what do we got? You don't say. Concierge library, 3rd class. I'll take it. And I'd like to sell you all my junk. You can have more junk to sell. Oops, broke my leg. Oh, that's not working. Well, let's cross on over and let's go to our meeting. Well, this looks like a nice area.
Administrator Ludovico can seem intimidating, but he's a decent fellow. I know he cares.
Enjoy your non-mandatory visit. Meteorological Control Station, Pilot House entrance. Okay, let's just go straight to the building we want to go to.
Even if he is, no one will think you dress the same as him on purpose.
I was at breakfast first. If anything, he's dressed the same as me.
But we can part your hair on the other side, just in case.
Wow, stole his outfit, man. Round-the-clock protection to keep us safe, currently out of service. So can I get in?
We're all part of the Rizzo's family.
Well, I can definitely go around the back.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
God damn it, I knew he'd be dead when I showed up.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death?
Handguns 45.
Medical analysis complete. This mascot was likely killed by small arms fire at close range. The firearm is unique and does not exist in this unit's database.
Smallest caliber ammunition I've ever seen.
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
The Needler.
Now running flattery protocol. Excellent deduction, Inspector. Your logical faculties make my programming seem Paleolithic by comparison. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge. This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
Yeah, I'll take his things. It's potential evidence. Yeah. Armored tossball uniform. Interesting.
Hey, you got it open.
This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected. Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Piraeus spaceport.
The Piraeus spaceport, huh? Okay, this is a small building.
Wonder what they use this thing for. Wonder what they use this thing for.
I wonder what they use this thing for. Wonder what they use this thing for. Wonder what they use this thing for. Let's find out. Day 523, clear skies. Distant storm, Phaeton steered around it. Distant storm, Phaeton adjusted course. Clear skies, blah blah blah. I've password locked this directory. Pretty sure no one in management can crack it, even if they do start checking up on us. Have fun, P. Celebrity sighting. I saw Spencer Woolrich order 4 different meals and send them all back. What a refined palate. The other day, Halcyon Helen was enjoying a spectrum on the terrace. The stars really are just like the rest of us. Some of the rangers started tussling in one of the fountains. The gardener automech spent hours propping the flowers back up. What fun, guys. Initial, if you see one of the following during your shift. First to 3 wins. Teacup canids and matching outfits. This should really count twice, once for each canid. Someone falling off the edge of the island. Tristan Greenhouse, H. It's all windows, why would anyone do this? Terror Ray slams into hotel window, or Raptidon, or Primal on Hotel Island. No, so they're just having fun. This is where they measure the weather and dodge storms. Where they pilot stuff. Spaceports. Which is where?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch.
Captain, look out!
Bring me down! I'll fix you right up! I just want to be your friend!
We made it!
Yeah, it's getting a little dangerous around here.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the Piraeus Spaceport.
Oh, okay, well that was easy. So this is just like one big building. Oh wow, it's a regular loading screen, not a DLC one. Oh, it's like a little town.
Hey, up ahead. Looks like they've been waiting for us.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much.
He's trying so hard. It's actually kind of sad.
I know
Should've
it
kept
is.
your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw! Well, you ain't gonna stick that nose anywhere ever again.
You're not really Slug, are you? It's okay, you can tell me.
Woolly piss! Why'd we decide to do this? Hey, any chance we could reschedule? Yeah, maybe do this whole showdown business, never?
Sure, if you tell me exactly who it is I'm never rescheduling with.
Someone paid us to say we was slug and intimidate you. I don't know who, I swear it. They only ever sent notes. That's everything I know, honest. We were only gonna rough you up a little. You gotta believe me. And we're real sorry. You don't need to tell us twice. Come on, all. Let's get the hell out of here.
Alright, see you guys. Alright, so that's a good note to leave off on. We'll explore this area next time. Peace.